Hello, Terrarians. If you're like me, you've seen the Molten Armor people slaughtering many Eater of Worlds, and that's cool, but if you're also like me, you don't have the Molten Armor, and you don't have the slaughtering everything in the world sword, or weapon, or whatever that may be, the whatever those things are. I don't have the endgame stuff, so I don't know what they are. So this video is more along the lines of what a boss battle might look like in more feasible terms, on more realistic gear for kind of the midpoint person. So hopefully we'll learn a few things and have some fun on the way there. The first thing I look at is my inventory. I have some shurikens, a variety of arrows with an iron bow, and I use a grapple wire. A couple of different heals. It actually goes to 4 potions, not 2. You'll see that when it starts. And then a magic mirror. I don't use my mana, and I try to maintain this 10 heart thing, but I accidentally go to 15, so kind of ignore those last 5 hearts. And yeah, so that's the setup. The first thing you'll notice here is the structure that I built, right? This is my boss arena. I don't like to fight bosses out in the wilderness where the terrain is bumpy and weird, and I don't have my light. So I make sure I fight him, he fights on my grounds. And that way I have, because I like to move a lot when I fight the boss, I like to keep moving and firing my arrows quickly. So Cthulhu will get an eye full of arrows tonight, hopefully, and I get to move fast because of my structure, so I recommend that. And you can make it just with, you know, dirt and wood and whatever, but I like to be a little aesthetically pleasing, so I made these little box arena things. Here's where I use my first magic mirror, because I can't get rid of these eyes. I'm like, alright, screw this. It works as a good dodge, right? You can get out of there and you get a few seconds to get your bearings back. It can mean life or death sometimes. Because my spawn point's so close, it functions like that dodge that I want it to be versus going across the map. And I also use mushrooms, and there I use a potion because my health was getting dangerously low. I should have been using mushrooms a little better. I use mushrooms with the assumption that you don't have enough to make much potion, but you do have mushrooms, so you bring it to the battle, and that's what I brought here. And the way you can use mushrooms most effectively is, because there's a time delay between you can use heals, you use mushrooms to top your health off, and you save potions for when your health is low, or there's like a situation where Cthulhu is eating your face off and you can't get past this rock that's stopping you, something stupid like that. So you, and you'll also notice that I use my shurikens when I try to find an opportunity where I can aim up and hit Cthulhu, and they come back down and hit him again, so I get more bang for my buck. I don't have a lot of DPS, which is why this game takes a few minutes to defeat him. But it's also working. It's quite a bit of fun. And here I fought on this chasm, and I say, alright, it's retarded, so I'm just going to use my magic mirror to get out of there. Another good use of the magic mirror. But it's fun to fight like this, I discovered. I fight the bosses from time to time just for the fun of it, and wielding low gear makes things a threat, so I encourage the community to try to fight bosses like this in creative and challenging ways. So yeah, I enjoy that, and hopefully you will too. The NPCs are not a fan of me summoning eyeballs and worms on them on a nightly basis, but they get 3 square meals a day, and I can technically find arrows, so I think it's alright. What else? So at this point, you probably know this, but Cthulhu takes more damage when he has this mouth state. He drops the pupil and goes to the teeth. And here I jump off like an idiot. I don't know what I do. I just jump into the oblivion and take 100 damage. So it's messy gameplay, right? Most of their gameplay videos are this kind of pristine way of killing things and looting or whatever it is they're trying to show you. But 99% of actual Terraria, that's wrong RPG, Terraria gameplay is messy, right? Because that's how we play it. So that's why I wanted to show you in kind of a raw format in that sense. But as I was saying about Cthulhu, he takes more damage, but he deals more damage, and he's really dangerous if he gets you stuck against a wall or something like this. Magic mirror is good for those moments. And another thing that's good for the arrows, I don't think I mentioned this, I don't remember. Keep a stack of arrows that's short. If I mentioned that or not, it saves trouble whenever you pick the arrows back up. I think I already mentioned that, but whatever, I said it again. It's important for bow wielders. Bow wielders unite. So, and That's potion time. I almost died right there. And here I think it's here. I use my magic mirror, and like I use it like 26 times in a row on accident. Or maybe that was earlier. I forget. I think it was earlier. I used this magic mirror like a bunch of times, and rewind, look for that moment. It's like over on the left side or the right side, and I use magic mirror a bunch of times. And I'm trying to switch items, and I keep clicking to use my grapple. And what I discovered is there's like a split second in Terraria where it demands you don't use anything for items, so that you can actually switch. So you gotta wait this brief second. Maybe it's right here. I hope it's right here. It's not right there. I don't know where it is. It must be back over in the video. So that's what you do, is you have to make sure that you don't use your magic mirror like a spaz, like I do there. You gotta give, or any item rather, you just gotta give it some breathing time so that you can switch to your next item. Yeah, I discovered that in panic mode. So there it goes down for the count. Hope you guys had some fun like I did.